Hello everyone, a very good evening. Welcome to your favorite channel. My name is Khushbu. So, who all we have here? Hello Nasira. Hi Lakshmi. Yes. Hi Vivek. I hope I'm visible and audible to each one of you. Yes? Quickly give me thumbs up, smileys if you can see me and hear me properly. Hi Muskan. Hello the silly. Hi Binila Rajesh, Vansh, Bishal, Niyati, Tavishi, good evening. Oh my god, the session hasn't even started and you're asking me how many questions are we going to do? Education world, have patience. Yes. Hello Samyak, Sushmita. All right. I'm so sorry I could not meet you at the previous session, but I hope you all enjoyed it. Yes? Yes. Yes, I know it was an NTSE session. Yes. Hi, Sarah. Yes, Bishal, I do remember that. I am doing good. Thank you, Niyati. All right. So I hope that you all are excited for today's session. So today I'm going to discuss something that you all have been asking for, right? Oh, I'm so sorry I could not join the session. Yes, hi Manas, Asma. Yes, math-based questions are easier than the others. Correct. Excited, yes? So basically today's session is about the important NCERT Exemplar questions, I'm sorry. Right? Wow, Muskan, second position, amazing. Alright, so NCERT Exemplar questions, important questions we are going to discuss. So we are already done with the chapter real numbers, right? We have done concept sessions, we have done NCERT questions as well. Now it's time to discuss the NCERT Exemplar problems. Alright, you're new here Madhumita. I hope that you would love this session. Alright, so are you all ready? Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so before I formally start the session, you all know that you're a part of the Early Achievers batch, and in the 45 days we are covering these chapters in maths, real numbers, polynomials, linear equation in 2 variables. So thoroughly all these chapters, as I said, these chapters will be covered thoroughly. Concept sessions would be there, NCERT important questions, NCERT exemplar questions also, Menti quiz, doubt sessions, everything you are getting here. What else you want? Right, and in science also we are covering these 3 chapters, chemical reactions and equations, light, reflection and refraction and life processes. Alright, and I hope that you all have joined our Telegram channel. Yes, so why we ask you to join it? Because you are going to get session updates over here so that you do not miss any new updates from us, right? And revision questions would be shared there, homework questions, session notes, yes, session PDFs would be shared and some interesting quizzes as well. Alright, so I can see that you all are very excited. Alright, so let's get started. So I hope that you all have attended the previous sessions that we have done. Yes? So what have we learned up till now in real numbers? What all have we discussed? Surya Kala, yes, Nitya, Bishal, Muskan. So what all have we discussed in our previous sessions? What all topics have I discussed? Yes, I can see lots of thumbs up. Alright. HCF LCM, yes, good evening Lakshmi Devi, last irrational proving, nice. So basically you have seen the previous sessions and that's really good that you have been regularly attending the sessions. See, this is, I would say that you are really disciplined because you are sincerely attending the classes. Yes, NCERT questions, fundamental theorem of arithmetic, Euclid's division lemma, proof of irrational number. Wow, amazing. Alright, so basically I can say that's a very sincere batch that we have got this year. Yes, HCF, yes, the relation of HCF times LCM equal to product of 2 numbers. So let's quickly take a look at what all topics we have discussed. Prime versus composite numbers, fundamental theorem of arithmetic, HCF versus LCM, relation between HCF versus LCM. Right. So today we are going to practice important questions from NCERT Exemplar. See, NCERT Exemplar is really important, right? Especially the students who have opted for standard mathematics, right? For them, NCERT Exemplar, it has to be done. That's your Bible. Ma'am, is it important to do all the exercises of Exemplar? Please bata do, I have this doubt. See, the academic year has just started. You have entire year left, right? I would suggest you at this point of time, yes, you should do all the exercises. Reason being, it's good for practice, right? It's not that, see, when should we do selective questions? That's only when we have our exam coming up in another 2-3 days or 3-4 days. Because that time we're already done with all the chapters, we're already prepared a lot of questions, many times we have practiced it, right? But this is the time when you should do each and every question and you should practice all the NCERT questions along, yes, Bishal, along with examples, everything. Ashish Pro Gaming, hello, yes. All right, yes. So let's get started. Homework question, yes, don't worry. I will not leave you without the homework. Definitely at the end of this session, I'll be discussing the homework question. All right, so shall we start? Yes. All right, Raghavir, I think I have answered to your question. So basically that is for everyone, whomsoever has opted for standard maths. Please do each and every exercise, all the questions at this point of time. All right, so let's get started. So here is the first question. If two positive integers a and b are written as a equals to x cube y square and b equals to xy cube, x comma y are prime numbers here, then HCF a comma b is. So we have two numbers over here. What are those two numbers? Those two numbers are a and b. These are those two numbers. And a is nothing but that's x cube y square, b is xy cube. X and y over here are prime numbers. We all know what prime numbers are, right? All right, now we need to find out the HCF of these numbers. So we all know what HCF is. What is HCF? That's the highest common factor, right? A number that will divide both a and b. That's what HCF is. I can see answers. Okay, Nasira, xy square SDT b, that means xy square. Everybody is saying xy square. Okay, that's option B. My God, you all are so smart. You already know the answer. Okay, so let's take a look at the solution. These are the two numbers. HCF is a number that will completely divide both these numbers, right? Muskan, you need to check. I think maybe it's a typing error. It should be xy. Okay, xy square. I'm sorry. I did not read that square. Okay, so it's going to be xy square, right? Because see, here we have got 3x. Here is 1x. So obviously 1x is common. Here we have got y square and y cube. What is common between them? Y square. So answer would be option B. That's the right answer for this question. A simple question, but trust me, these kind of questions do come in the exams also. From exam point of view, these are important. Even if you go through the previous year questions papers, obviously this is not the right time when you would go through the previous year question papers, but yes, once you are done with the syllabus, when you will see that, you would come across these kind of questions. Everybody is right. Nisha, Suryakala, Sharifa Subair, yes, Parvati. Right. So you all have understood this concept. Awesome. Let's move ahead. So another question is like this only, but here we'll be talking about the LCM. So if two positive integers p and q can be expressed as p equal to ab square and q equals to a cube b. A and b are prime numbers over here, right? So then LCM of p and q is. What is LCM? I'm just giving you a hint. I will not reveal the answer. You tell me the answer first. LCM is the least common multiple. If you remember in the previous sessions also I have told you, multiple, LCM always gives you a bigger number. A multiple, right? Multiple means what? Let's say for multiple, if I talk about 2 and 6, multiple would be 6. Least common multiple. Least common, right? I can see answers over here. Nisha C, Urmila C, Shamna Muhammad C, Nasira A cube, B square. That means C only, yes. The silly A square, B cube. You are saying D. Rest everybody is saying C. Charan, Shanmugam, LCM, yes, LCM obviously. Vishnu Vikas C, Kavita, Suhani, Michelle, Sushmita, Parvati Anil, everybody is saying C, okay, except one person I can see. But still if you have a confusion, so let's clear your doubt first. P is AB square, Q is A cube B. We have to take their LCM, right? LCM is the product of highest power of each common factor and the uncommon factors. What does this statement mean? First of all, we will write each type of number that is available here. Each type of number means we have A and we have B. And we take their highest powers. Highest power of A I can see here, that's A cube. Highest power for B is B square. So that's going to be our result. Option C is the right answer. This came in your question paper of multi exam. See, I told you. These are important questions from exam point of view. That's why we are discussing it. It's okay, Taisha. We are discussing the second question right now. So whatever you have missed, you can watch the recorded session later. All crystal clear. Great. Awesome. Let's move ahead. Let's take a look at the next question. The least number that is divisible by all the numbers from 1 to 10, both inclusive is. So question is already specifying you have to take the LCM of these numbers from 1 to 10. 1 and 10 is also included in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for all these numbers. What would be the LCM? 10, 100, 504, 2520. Quickly, what the answer is going to be? Oh my God, how come you're giving answers so fast? Shanmugam, yes. Facts on Fire, The Silly. Suryakala, yes. Michelle. Vanilla Rajesh, Vansh, Tavishi, everybody is saying D. You are so sure of your answers. Oh my God. So first of all, we have done the prime factorization, as you can see here, for all these numbers. Now, as I said, you would write each type of number you write, right? Different type of numbers that I can see here is we have got 2, we have got 3, we have got 5, we have got 7. That's it. These are the type of numbers. Now we take their highest powers. I can see the highest power of 2 is 2 cube. Highest power for 3 is 3 square. 5 is coming only once, right? It has power 1, highest power, and 7 also has a highest power 1. That comes out to be 2520, which is option D, and that's the right answer. Simple question. See, trust me, no question is difficult. It's just that we need to understand the concept. If you are able to understand the concepts, if you are able to, understand how this is coming, you are able to understand the working behind it, then trust me, you would not find any question difficult. Already done. Great. Let's move ahead. Let's take a look at the next question. Can the number 6 to the power n being a natural number, end with the digit 5? Give reasons. If you remember, in our previous sessions, we have discussed about 6 to the power n. Same question. But can it ever ends with digit 10? That was the question. So, it's not that in maths you would come across the same numbers, the same digits. That's why I always say understand the concept. Right? Yes. So here, end with digit 5. Is it possible? Everybody is saying no, 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 no. Yes. But do you know the reason? Do you know the reason why this is happening? Why it cannot end with digit 5 ever? Yes. Let's see the working. Let's understand the working behind it. But before that, I would like to answer some questions. Sharifa Subair, ma'am, do we complete all the NCERT exemplar questions in today's session? Oh my God, Sharifa, if I do that, that session is going to be really long. That is not possible, but yes, I'm covering the important ones. But what you can do is, you can cover the rest of the questions of the exemplar, right? Obviously, let's suppose I have discussed this type, that you might come across questions which would be like this only. So what I'm saying is, once you understand the concept, once you have that understanding, then you will be able to solve the other questions also. So try out the rest of the questions and the examples, and you can just mark whatever doubts you have, right? Prime factorization, SDT. Yes, your explanation is right. Yes, that's the reason, but do we know why are we giving this reason? I tell you this, everybody is giving the right reason. Its factors only include 2, not 5. You're right. Let's understand it. Why not? Right? We are not going to mug this up. Let's understand the working behind this. It says 6 to the power n, n being a natural number. Natural number starts from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on like this. If it is 6 to the power 1, answer is 6. If it is 6 to the power 2, answer is 36. If it is 6 to the power 3, answer is 216. Like this, whatever power I take in the, whatever natural number I take in as the exponent of 6, every time you will see that it ends with 6 only. The unit digit will be 6. It can never end with any other digit, never ever. But there is a reason behind it, because if you see, the prime factorization of 6 is 2 times 3, and its prime factorization, obviously that would be unique. 2 times 3 will always be 6 only. It cannot become any other number. But let's say if I multiply 5 with it, what does it become? 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 5 is 30, it becomes 13. Now it is divisible by 5. So 5 has to be there in its prime factorization so that it can end with digit. So here it is divisible by 5. Now I want that it ends with digit 5. So 5 has to be there in the prime factorization for that. Okay, so here, if 6n ends with digit 5, let's say, if it ends with digit 5, let's suppose it is 65, it is ending with digit 5. If it is 65, so definitely it will be divisible by 5. If you divide this by 5, you will get what? You will get 13, right? I hope this is clear to everyone. Yes. Let's suppose 6 square was 36. Let's suppose if 5 was there at the units place, then it will be divisible by 5. So if question is saying, will it ever end with digit 5? If it ends with digit 5, it will always be divisible by 5 in that case. But its prime factorization is 2 times 3 to the power n. Since it doesn't contain prime number 5, it can never end with digit 5. It will not be divisible by 5, right? So it can never end with that. Yes, Aisha? Yes, sure. You want me to explain this again? So here what we saw here was, whatever number I take as the exponent, it is 6, 36, 6 cube is 216. It is never ending with digit 5. It will never end with digit 5. It will always end with digit 6. But let's say, if it ends with digit 5, let's say instead of 6, let's suppose it is 65. So that means it should be divisible by 5 in that case, right? But let's suppose instead of 36, it is 365. Then definitely if it is ending with 5, it will be divisible by 5 in that case. But prime factorization is 2 times 3. For that, it should contain 5 in its prime factorization. Since it doesn't have 5, it can never end with digit 5, so it will not be divisible with 5 also. This is the reason. So I hope your doubt is clear. Yes? Yes, like 75 here. Yes. Any number if it is ending with 5. Right. Understood? Yes. Quickly thumbs up, smileys if you have understood this question. Bishal, not NCERT question. In NCERT, they're asking for 10. Will it ever end with digit 10? So these kind of changes can happen in your paper also. That's why I'm saying you need to understand the concept. Don't mug up these theoretical questions. That's what I've generally seen with the students. When they come across these kind of theoretical questions, they try to mug up the language. That's it, right? Yes, Leah? Awesome. I can see smileys and thumbs up. Let's move ahead. Let's take a look at the next question. Explain why 3 times 5 times 7 plus 7 is a composite number. Why is it composite? Okay. Why is it composite? So first, we can see that 3 times 5 times 7 till here, there is a positive sign and then comes the 7. Right? Yes. Okay. So what we will do here is we can take 7 as a common factor. Inside the bracket, I can see 3 times 5 times 1 plus 1. Right? And what are composite numbers, by the way? Quickly, I want answers in the chat section. What are composite number? What is a composite number? Because it has another factor 7 from itself and 1 as a common factor. Yes, having more than 2 factors, right? Right, Srishti? Yes, more than 2 factors, right? So here we have 15 plus 1, 7 times 16, and they are product of primes also, right? 16 if you split this up, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, yes, product. Right, so this is a composite number. It has got more than 2 factors, right? Absolutely, yes. Can be expressed as product of primes also, right? 16 if you split it up, could be written that way. Suryakala, more than 2. Yes. More than 2 factors rather than 1 in the number itself, right? Shamna Mohammed, absolutely. Yes, Nasira, a composite number is expressed in product of primes and has more than 2 numbers. That is 1, yes, except, yes, 1 in the number itself except that, absolutely. So you all know that. So that's how we can represent this as a composite number. These kind of questions also are good from exam point of view. All right, let's move ahead. Let's take a look at the next question. The largest number which divides 70 and 125, leaving remainders 5 and 8 respectively, is 4 options are here. And yes, this question seems a bit tricky. Yes. No need, Taisha, no need to multiply them. You can leave that as it is. Yes. All right. So what would be the answer in this case? First, let me give you a hint, then you can give your answers. Oh my God. You are saying Mahesh, you are saying 5. That means option A. Okay, and Sneha is saying A. Everybody is saying option A. The silly, 13. Shrishti, 13. Suryakala, A. Taisha, okay. Alright, let's first understand this. Right, so largest number that divides 70 and 125. This number, whatever this number is, it's a largest number. Let's understand this. This is a largest number. I'm writing largest number over here. I don't know what that number is. It is dividing 70 and it is dividing 125 also. You don't have to do this actually. I'm just trying to help you understand, right, what is the logic behind this. There is a number which is dividing them, right? So number is dividing them, definitely it is smaller than 70 and 125. Then only it can divide it, right? And it is leaving remainder 5 and 8 respectively, right? It is leaving remainder 5 and 8. So let's do one thing. Let's first subtract 5 and 8 from these numbers so that whatever number is here, that will completely divide 70 and 125, right? So 70 minus 5, that would be 65. And 125 minus 8 over here, that's going to be what? That's going to be 117, right? Now, we have subtracted the remainders. So, definitely 65 and 117. I'm writing largest number over here. These numbers would be exactly divisible by this largest number. And this is the common number for both of them. And it is smaller than these numbers. Then definitely if it is their common factor, so definitely it's going to be the HCF, the highest common factor. Yes, questions. If you have any questions, please ask. Yes, education world. Why to subtract? Why are we subtracting here? See, because question is saying it is leaving remainders. A number, same number is dividing both of them, 70 and 125. So definitely it's a common number for them. It is their HCF, but it is leaving remainders. Remainders means they're not completely divisible by that. That's why I have subtracted first 5 and 8 from these numbers, so that they would be exactly divisible by the largest number. I hope, whatever education world, I hope I have answered to your question. Yes? Yes. 13, crystal clear. Lakshmi, again. So basically, we have got two numbers, 70 and 125. Right? 70 and 125. Okay. Now, the question is saying there is a number which is dividing them. If it is dividing them, then definitely that number is smaller than these. It cannot be their LCM because it is smaller than them. Definitely it is their HCF because it's their common factor. It is dividing both of them, but they are leaving remainders. When it is they are divided by that largest number, they are leaving remainders 5 and 8. So they are not exactly divisible by that largest number. That's why I have subtracted that first. Yes, so I hope that is clear. I hope this is clear. Yes, Yashwant, yes you are. But whatever you have missed, you can watch the recorded session later. Leah, I'll answer to this question at the end. I'm sure that I'll forget this by the end of the class, but please, you can post your doubt again, your question again. Clear? Alright. So what we will do here is simply, first, we will subtract the remainders from here, so that largest number will exactly divide them. So we will get 65 and 117. Then I'll take the HCF, highest common factor. Right? Alright, so what we will do here is, we will take the, do the prime factorization. That's what we get here. And we can see that 13 is common. Alright, so HCF is going to be 13 here. Option D, that's the right answer. Yes? You are getting 12. How come you are getting 12, Shamin? There might be some calculation error. Are you getting 65 and 117? If you are getting that, so you can check the calculation here. You can see that. Yes? Yes, yes, yes. Education world. See, when I'm saying that 18 is divided by a number, 18 is divided by some number, but here, let's say now 19 is divided by some number, but it is leaving 1 as remainder. If it is leaving 1 as remainder, so you would subtract it first, right? Why can't we do long division of numbers? You can do that. Nasira, you can do that. It is not mentioned in the question. Obviously, there are multiple. But let's say if it is specified in the question, then obviously you have to use that method only. But here you can use it. Lakshmi, I have answered to this question. Why we are finding out HCF? Why not LCM? Because a largest number is dividing them, right? This 70 and this 125 is divided by the same number. So that divisor, that number, that largest number is a divisor for both of them. So it has to be smaller, right? And it's a common number for both of them. That's why HCF. Education world clear? Lakshmi, I hope your doubt is clear. Please don't mug up these things that it's the largest number, so we will find HCF. Don't go by the statement. I am telling you what is the logic behind it. Why HCF? Why not LCM? HCF gives us it's a factor, right? So it will be smaller than both of them. Because it is the divisor, so it has to be smaller, right? Ma'am, why are you using root sign? Oh, no. This is not the root sign. This is, I'm showing you, we are dividing it. Is it looking like root? We are dividing. Okay, 70, we are dividing by the largest number here. And 125 also, we are dividing by the largest number over here. Shivam, this is not root sign. Yes, divisor has to be smaller here. Otherwise, the answer would have been in decimals, but it's not like that here. Yes, we have two Lakshmi here. One is Lakshmi Jangir, another one is, I saw that in the beginning, yeah. I hope this is clear to everyone. I'm not using any square root here. Leah wants hard questions, oh my god. Yes, Suna, Bishal, right. It's also common, that's why. HCF, right. It's okay, Shivam. Alright, thumbs up, hearts, I can see in the chat section. Everybody has understood this. Alright, let's move ahead. Let's take a look at the next question. So it's a word problem. Now you tell me what we have to do here. On a morning walk, 3 persons step off together. Their steps measure 40 centimeter, 42 centimeter and 45 centimeter respectively. What is the minimum distance each should walk so that each can cover the same distance in complete steps? Yes. Yes, tell me. What are we going to do here? Everybody is saying LCM. So you have understood the concept. See, steps, the measurement of their steps is given 40, 42 and 45 centimeters, right? So this is the measurement of their steps and we have to consider their complete steps, right? Decimal will not work here. Complete steps we have to take. So how much minimum distance they all can walk? Let's suppose this is the distance that they are walking, right? They all should walk. So they can cover the same distance in complete steps. Same distance they all have to cover in complete steps. I don't know what that same distance is. Is it 3000? Is it 4000? It is 4500. What that distance is, that minimum distance we have to find out. Yes? Now why LCM here? Why not HCF? You all are saying LCM. Reason being, if I take the HCF here, I am telling you the trick. Telling you the trick for these word problems. So please pay attention here. If you find the HCF in this question, HCF means highest common factor. HCF gives you a smaller number than the numbers given over here. So HCF for 40, 42 and 45 would be smaller than them, right? Yes. So if it is a smaller number, then obviously that distance that they are covering, right? If it is a smaller number than them, let's say that number is 2. Let's suppose here that number is 2 centimeter. So in that case, how can the distance be 2 centimeter, the minimum distance? There the measurement of their steps is much bigger than that distance. So obviously we will find out the LCM here. Why LCM? Because that would give me the multiple of these numbers, right? No, Michelle, don't use these things. That minimum means LCM. Sometimes we come across questions where these kind of things doesn't work. So please, you can use this trick that I'm telling you. Muskan, yes? Don't go by this. Absolutely, Srishti. So you have understood this trick, right? Because if you take the HCF, you can do it mentally. You don't need to really find it. If HCF will give me a smaller number, how can the distance covered by them lesser than the length of their steps? That's why we are finding out the LCM, because it's going to be a multiple. It's going to be a bigger number than the length of their steps. Right? Everybody give me thumbs up, smileys if you have understood this trick. Trust me, this trick works on every question. These kind of questions from real numbers, the word problems that we have. Once understood? Yes, Asma, because you need the bigger number. Bishal, yes. Thumbs up, smileys I can see. Muskan, Bishal, Lakshmi, Taisha. Yes. Suryakala, Lakshmi Jangir, Tavishi, Shishank. Awesome. You can try out this trick after this session with different questions and see if it is working on all the questions or not. But trust me, it will help you a lot. All right. So let's take a look at the solution. So minimum distance in complete steps. So we are taking the LCM of their steps. Let's use the prime factorization method. So this is something that you already know, right? How to do the prime factorization. So 40 could be written as 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. 42 could be written as 2 times 3 times 7. And 45 could be written as 3 times 3 times 5. Great, it's so easy peasy, yes? All right, all right. So what we will do is simply we will take the LCM. How do we take the LCM? We write all the different kind of numbers we have. We have 2 here, we have 3 here, 5 and 7. Then we take their highest powers. So highest power for 2 is 3. Highest power for 3 is 2, 5 is, highest power for 5 is 1 and for 7 also it's 1. Answer is 2520 centimeter. That should be the minimum distance that they have to cover. Alright, let's move ahead. Coming up next is a poll question. So many questions we have solved together, right? Now it's time that you solve a question all by yourself. So here we go. The product of a non-zero rational and an irrational number is, I'm giving you 30 seconds for this. Quickly solve this and tell me what the right answer is. Yes. Ma'am, but 2 is not common in all the numbers. Yes, Tavishi, I just took a random example. I know that 2 is not common in all the numbers. Right. Yes. Quickly, yes, always irrational, irrational. Everybody's saying A. Time is up. All right, let's see what the right answer is. Yes, it is going to be always irrational, because when I'm saying product of a non-zero rational, if it is a non-zero, but it is rational, 0 would not be there, but any rational number, you are multiplying that with an irrational number. So product of a rational and an irrational number is always irrational, right? We all know it. That's why answer A. Not option C, Varsha. Option C can't be the answer, either rational or irrational. No. Product of rational and irrational is always irrational, always. Yes, I can see answers. It's A, absolutely. Let's move ahead. Let's take a look at the next question. Now come the difficult ones. Prove that root 2 plus root 3 is an irrational number. Alright, so how to prove this? We prove this with the method of contradiction. So first we will assume that root 2 plus root 3 is rational. Let's suppose that this is equals to A, where A is rational. Right? This is what contradiction means, right? That this is rational. Okay. Now let's rearrange them. Let's suppose I'm taking root 2 at the other side. It's not hard and fast rule that you have to take root 2 only other side. If you want to take root 3, that can also be done. Yes, contradiction method. Now we will do squaring on both sides. So square root of 3, square of root 3 would be 3. Here we will open the identity, A minus B whole square. So A square plus 2 minus 2A root 2. I hope this is clear. Yes. Okay. Now what we can do is we can just rearrange this. So let me just show you the steps so that you don't have any confusions. So what I'll do is I'll just rearrange them. So this is going to be 3 minus 2 is equals to minus 2A root 2. This is 1 minus A square minus 2 times A root 2. Right? Now if I take minus sign common from here, this will become what? Minus 1 plus A square, signs will change, minus 2A root 2. Now, this can I write it like this? Minus of A square minus 1, same thing, right? It's equals to minus 2A root 2. Minus minus cancelled, and here root 2 would be equals to A square minus 1 by 2A. Any doubts still here? I hope this step is clear to everyone. Assume that it's rational number, and अगर हमें rational proof करना हो तो assume that irrational number. Am I right or wrong? Lakshmi, because the questions that we have is prove irrational. So you have to assume rational only. That's contradiction method. So why are we squaring here? Because we want to show that we have to prove it. It's a proving question. You have to prove that it is irrational. So why are we squaring here? Because we know that after squaring it, all the other things will become rational and one will be left irrational. Dev, this is the reason. Asma, I hope this is clear. Which step? See, if you have doubt in any step, please write the step number. Husna, contradiction method यही है. आप जो पहले assume कर रहे हो, contradict कर रहा है वो. आपने उसको rational assume करा है, assume rational करा है, बाद में आप कहोगे ये rational नहीं है, ये irrational है. This is contradiction. Yes. So contradiction method, yes, I'm repeating again. आपको इरैशनल प्रूव करना है, राइट? आपने उसको पहले रैशनल अज्यूम कर लिया कि ये रैशनल है, फिर आपने कुछ स्टेप्स उस पर अप्लाई करे और एट द एंड आप शो करोगे कि नहीं, हमारी कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन जो हमने अज्यूम किया था वो गलत है. इसी को कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन कहते हैं. तायशा, स्टेप 3. एवरीबडी इज सेइंग स्टेप 3. यस. Education world, though there is another method that we can use, but according to the CBSE syllabus, this is what you have to learn, because this is what you have to write in the exam also, right? Otherwise, yes, there are multiple ways in maths to prove them irrational, but we cannot use them. Step 3, everybody is saying step 3. Yes, Akash, this is the identity that I am using. ज्ञान चंद, इन्होंने एनसीईआरटी नहीं करी क्या? सो बेसिकली यस, सी ये मेथड इज गिवन इन द एनसीईआरटी आल्सो, द सेम मेथड, राइट? ओके. सो हियर व्हाट वी विल डू इज simply, why not a by b? Somebody asked. See, it's only going to make it complicated, right? There will be two variables in that case. Yes, Varsha. Yes. Okay, I'm telling you right from the beginning. Some people have doubt from the beginning also. First, we will assume it rational. This is the contradiction, right? Because we are assuming it rational. Now, what we will do is we will take one number to the other side. Let's suppose I have taken 2 to the other side. So what will become? Root 3 equals to a minus root 2. Now squaring both sides. Once we do squaring both sides, what we will get? Root 3 square will become 3. A minus root 2 whole square is what? Let me write this here. A minus root 2 whole square would be a square plus b square. That means root 2 square minus 2 times a times b. That means 2 root 2. Sahitya, yes, step 2, step 3. All the steps I am showing. No, Shashank, this is not for class 9th. Right? Okay. Now, from here, once we get this, you can see the steps. Here, I have taken everything on the one side. All these on one side. Right? You can see here 3 minus 2 minus a square equals to minus 2a root 2. Then 3 minus 2 is what? 3 minus 2 is what? That's 1. Yes? Why we are taking a there? Leah, we have only one number is left here. Rest everything is on the other side. Right? Scientific enthusiast, you can do that also, but that will make it a little more complicated because you would have 2 variables in that case. Right, absolutely. All right. 2a, yes, 2a also we have taken to the other side. Everything. We have only left this root number over here. Rest everything on the other side. And we are doing this deliberately. Yes, Akash, there are. But according to the CBSE syllabus, you have to use this contradiction method. This is clear. Awesome. So we can move ahead. Now what we can see here is that, we can see that this a square minus 1 by 2a, right? A is a rational number. A is a rational number and 1 or 2 are obviously here integers, right? So this a square minus 1, this entire would be a rational number, right? So, but that means equal to sign is here. If equal to sign is here, that means LHS and RHS both are equal. So if RHS is rational, LHS should also be rational. But this is not right. We know that root 2 is irrational. So this contradicts the fact that root 2 is irrational, right? So our assumption is wrong. Root 2 plus root 3 is not rational. It is irrational. Only we can take A only or any other alphabet. Lakshmi, it's not like that. You can take any alphabet, that whatever you want to. Yes. Thank you, Shamna. Yes, Varsha. Alphabet, that letter you are saying, variable. Any variable you can use. Right, I hope this is clear to everyone. Quickly, thumbs up, smileys. Yes, if you have understood this. Ma'am, root 2 is irritating or root 2 irrational? Typing error, I guess. Got it? Crystal clear? No doubt still here. Shall we move ahead? Yes. All right, lots of thumbs up and smileys I can see. Awesome. Let's move ahead. Let's take a look at the next question. Prove that root p plus root q is irrational number where p and q are primes. You have to prove this irrational. Again, We will be using the contradiction method. Let's assume that this is rational. Let this be equals to A, and A is a rational number over here. Again, see, in these kind of questions, the best part is the steps are going to be same, right? Yes, that's okay, Taisha. All right. So here we have one number you have to keep here. Let's suppose I have taken root Q here, so it's going to be A minus root P, right? All right. Now on squaring both sides, what are we going to get? This would be Q, and A minus root P whole square. A minus root P whole square would be what? A square plus root P square minus 2 times A times root P. It is going to be A square plus P minus 2A root P. Yes, Utka, yes. All right, Nishant, you have a doubt in this question. Yes, please post in the comment section. All right, so what we can say is, again, if I take everything on one side in the same manner, I'm showing all the steps here. So what we can do is, yes, what we can do here is, let's suppose I take everything, all these things to the other side. We have Q minus A square minus P. The signs will change, right? Minus 2 times A times root P. Now, here we will have what? If I take the minus sign common from here, so I'll have minus Q, signs will change, plus A square plus P, right? This is equals to minus 2 times A times root P. Shanmugam, P equals to A square plus Q minus 2A root Q. I'm writing all the steps. Then minus minus will cancel out, and this can be written as A square plus P minus Q. I'm just rearranging them, but every variable has the same sign with it, right? All right, is equals to 2A root P. Now I can take 2A to the other side. So we have A square plus P minus Q upon 2A equals to root P, and then you arrive to this step. Yes, LSGI gaming. Second step is this. Anyone out of these you can take to the other side. Doesn't matter. It's not that you have to take Q only, root P only. Any one out of these you can take to the other side. Once you do that, you have to do squaring both sides. I have shown you how to do squaring both sides. Right? Can we assume that as irrational and proof? Nishant, this method is about contradiction method. Question is saying prove it irrational, right? If you will already assume it irrational, how are you going to prove it? It will no more be a contradiction method then, right? So you have to assume it rational and then prove it using this method. Muskan, change in Husna, हमारी book में नहीं है. See, NCERT Exemplar. These are the questions from NCERT Exemplar. Devki Devi, thank you. Ma'am, change in step 3 and 4. Step 3 and 4, step 3 and 4. There is no change in step 3 and 4, Muskan. Thank you, Rahul. Got it, Bishal? Yes. Shanmugam, you're writing A square plus Q. Your signs are wrong. Check your signs again. Yes. No, Muskan, there is no change in step 3 and 4. It is done in the same way like I did in the previous question. Here the only thing is we have got two variables. No, there is no confusion. Yes. This sided explanation, ma'am, red colored. This. No. There is no change. I am showing you how from this step, how are we coming to this step. So basically there were a lot of steps involved in between. So I have shown you those steps. Ma'am, please repeat again. 3 steps you side solved. So, okay, these steps. Okay, I'm writing it again. All these steps. So what we have done here is, I'm taking all the things to the other side because I want root P on one side, right? So let's take all these on the other side. Once you take A square here and P here, the sign will change. What will you write? Q minus A square minus P equals to minus 2A root P as it is, right? Now I'm taking minus sign common from the left hand side. Once you take the minus sign common, all the signs will change. Plus A square plus P equals to minus 2A times root P, right? Minus minus will cancel out, right? So we have what? We have P plus A square. I'm just arranging them A square is positive. Then we have positive q minus p minus q equals to what? 2a times root p. Right? Now let's take 2a to the other side. So a square plus p minus q by 2a is equals to root p. This is what we have here in this step. Muskan, I've repeated again. But q don't have minus sign. So here you can see at this step, q has a minus sign at this step. Once I take minus sign common, all the signs inside the bracket will change, right? I hope Muskan, your doubt is clear now. How are we getting the minus sign here? LSGI Gaming, thank you. Vicky, I have repeated again. I hope all the steps are clear. The ones which are written on the side in red color, those as well. Lakshmi, clear. The silly. Asma. Quickly thumbs up, smileys if you have understood this. If you do not take the minus sign common, see, I have taken the minus sign common so that the calculation and all becomes simpler for you. Otherwise, you will not be able to understand if I show this to you directly. Anyways, at the end, you will have to cancel this out. Right? Clear. Thumbs up, smileys I can see. Awesome. Let's move ahead. So here, this is the step that we were getting. Now, we know that A is rational, right? So this entire is rational over here. This entire is a rational number, right? P, Q, they all are rational, everything. So RHS is rational. Now, if RHS is rational, there is an equal to sign. So LHS should also be rational in that case. That means root P should be rational. But we know that root P is irrational. So this contradicts the fact that root P is irrational, right? So assumption is wrong. Root P plus root Q would be irrational. Moreover, we know one thing. The sum of two irrational numbers will always be an irrational number, right? All right. Lots of thumbs up and smileys I can see. All right. Awesome. So this was the last question of today's session, but we have the homework also. So we have to prove here that root 3 plus root 5 is irrational. In the same manner like we did the previous two questions, you have to solve this, and you can let us know in the comment section below whether you were able to prove it or not. Because obviously it's such a long solution, you might not be able to share with us. Great, Muskan. Thank you. And I hope that you all are liking our mini series on the academic channels. You all are attending the science project, level up and explorer club. And I hope you all are liking those sessions. Yes? All right. So don't worry, we have got you covered. There are so many sessions lined up for you from every Monday to Friday to make you exam ready. And you all know that there is a free trial class link given in the description. So you would be getting 24/7 video lessons there and personalized learning journeys, dual teacher model is there and instant doubt clarification. What else you want? Yes, Leah. How many hours do we take to practice all the questions from? If you talk about just one chapter, real numbers, if you are doing each and every questions, obviously the level of exemplar questions is higher than the NCERT. You all would agree to this, right? So it will take some time. Also, it depends on your speed also. But yes, 4 to 5 hours it will take when you're doing it for the first time. It is going to take 4 to 5 hours, yes, if you're doing each and every question. But I would suggest you, like for standard mathematics, please do not leave questions from NCERT Exemplar. Moreover, it's good for practice also, right? Because in NCERT, you see the level of the questions is very simple. So you need to practice, because maths is all about practice, right? So it's better you do it. Thank you so much, ma'am, to make maths this easy. Thank you, Taisha. So easy peasy, yes? When is the next live session? So for that, see, if you are liking these sessions, please hit the like button, share it with your friends also in your school, and like if you have anyone in your family, you feel that these sessions would be fruitful for them as well. And please subscribe the channel. I hope you have joined us on the Telegram as well. You would get the session updates. Yes, Husna? You would keep getting all the session notifications about when the next session is, what is it going to be about. Srushti, ma'am, we should go for the NCERT Exemplar published by NCERT itself, or it is okay for published by NCERT, NCERT Exemplar, yes. Waiting for math quiz on the real numbers. But before that, I would suggest you that you practice real numbers well, right? Ma'am, tension free, already like and subscribe. Wow, awesome. All right. Thank you so much. So I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.